Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Zares1999. I want to start this video off by thanking everybody who watched my last cryo build video. You guys absolutely killed it on that video. I didn't even expect to get that many people watching it. You guys really made my day with that. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched that video, who liked that video, and who subscribed to my channel after watching that video. You guys really made my day with that. A couple of people in the comments of that video were talking about the build, and specifically how the build, although it's a very safe build, it's not really designed for late game Mayhem 3 like Proving Grounds or boss fights. And I agree with that. That's really not what the build was meant for. The build is more meant for keeping you safe while you're playing. However, I did want to make a build for the people who were saying that, because I figured a high damage build was also very important in the game. So I've made this high damage build right here. It's a really good build for just doing straight damage. It's not really great for keeping your health up. You will go down quite a bit while using this build, but you're going to be doing tons and tons of damage to enemies, which is really good. So the way that this build works is, give me a second, let me kill this enemy real quick, get up. Alright, so the way that this build is going to work is we've got the Brainstormer here. It's a shotgun shock, and it's really good for taking out multiple enemy shields at once. If you're fighting a singular enemy like a boss, I would recommend the Shock Phaser. I don't have one on me currently, I left it in my vault. But the Shock Phaser is really good for taking out a singular enemy's shields. This weapon, however, is really good for taking out multiple enemy shields because it chains to enemies. For flesh targets, I've got the Pain is Power. The Pain is Power is a really solid assault rifle. It does tons and tons of damage. It's pretty heavy on ammo, and it does hurt you while you're using it. But the way that the build is set up, you will be gaining back more health than you'll be losing with this. I'm rocking the Skexel. Can never say this one. It's the Skexel. I'm using the Skexel, which is a really good corrosive weapon. I got it in corrosive, and I definitely recommend trying to farm this one out in corrosive because it's a really solid corrosive weapon. I'm rocking the Lyuda just for extra damage if I need to kill something far away. For my shield, I'm using the Nova Burner. That's just to keep me doing damage as much as possible. If they take out my shields, then I'll be doing tons and tons of Nova damage. I've also got the Package Shockerator for the Duct Tape mod and then for the Basket of Grenades. I'm rocking the Victory Rush because if I kill a badass, then I'll get extra movement speed and damage. And since there's a lot of badasses in Mayhem 3, then this is a really useful thing to have. I'm using the Merv Widowmaker because this is a really good fire grenade that I've been using, and I really like it, and so that's why I'm using that. Now for the build itself, I'm rocking the Digiclone and the drone. For the Digiclone here, I've got Schadenfreude and Doppelbanger for my augments. Then I'm rocking Synchronity, Borrowed Time, Duct Tape Mod, Fractal Frags, 3 levels of Donnybrook, Quick Breather, Old U. My class mod's giving me 3 of Pocket Full of Grenades, and then Boom and Enhance. And this is designed around keeping my abilities up for longer, keeping me doing tons of damage with grenades, and also making my Digiclone really powerful. Over here, I'm using the augments Bad Dose and Static Field. That's going to help do shock damage and radiation. I've got Violent Speed, Violent Momentum, Salvation, Drone Delivery, Death Follows Close, Violent Violence, Good Misfortune, and See in Red. This tree is designed around having as many good kill skills as possible, while also doing as much damage as possible with the kill skills, and also making my drone do tons of damage as well. So, the way that this build works is whenever I'm fighting enemies, I'll throw out my drone, and my drone will keep my kill skills up because of seeing red, and then I can do tons of damage to enemies, and if I ever get low on health, then I can toss out the Digiclone and use Old U if I need to. Now, I'm going to show you how this build works. So I'll pull out my shotgun. And as you can see, it melts his shield pretty fast, and then I can switch over to my Pain is Power, and I'm just draining him with the Pain is Power. Then I can toss out my drone, and my drone will attack these enemies up here. And then while he's doing that, I'm going to come over here and take out this guy right here. Honestly, you don't even need to pull out the shotgun for most of these guys, because you can just melt them with this gun. But as you can see, it's just a super high damage build. It's meant mainly for Mayhem 3, Proving Grounds, Mayhem 3 boss fights, all that sort of jazz. So yeah, this is the build that I made. I'm pretty proud of it. It's a really high damage build. It's a little riskier, but I like this build much more than the cryo build that I made, and I'll be using this from now on. One more thing before I go. I want to give a shout out to Chillfeed Gaming, because a lot of these legendaries I know you see a lot of these legendaries, we're using the Loot Tink farm, and as you know, they patched the Loot Tink farm, but Chillfeed Gaming has found a way to refarm those, so definitely go check out his channel. It's Chillfeed Gaming, and he's on YouTube. Definitely recommend checking him out. I wouldn't have gotten all of these legendaries here if I hadn't watched his video. So yep, that's going to be all for me, guys. Thank you for watching. This has been Zera's1999. Thank you again for everybody who watches this video or who has watched the cryo video, and I'll see you all later.